Good morning, 7:44 on this Thursday. We are almost finished with the month of January. However, I have a special guest in studio, Cesar.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Good, good. It's just another day, you know?
What
A
does
little cold. What's
what
up?
does your mask say? What does your mask
I
say?
don't have it backwards,
Does it
do
say
I?
Body Shops?
Yeah,
Does
it's
it say
my
Body Shop
company logo,
661?
yeah. Body Shop 661 on it.
Body Shop
Yeah.
661. If you need any body shop repairs, this is where we go. I personally came to you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
personally came to you. So, Body Shop 661. So many questions, so little time.
Yes.
But let's start out with let's get right into the meat.
Okay.
Why do I have water spots stuck on my paint, and how do I get them off? This might come in handy after today. We're
Oh, yeah.
expecting just a boatload of rain.
Mhm.
So what happens? Why is that?
Well, water spot is because the water dries and, it has dirt and particles in it. So that's why it's so important to maintain your car and keep it waxed and stuff like that, because it keeps a layer over it so it doesn't penetrate your pores. The problem is when those water spots hit your paint and it's all dried out, it gets sucked into the pores of the paint. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Yeah, so that sometimes we have to wet sand and buff it or polish it with some polish. You know what I mean? To get it out, because you gotta dig in there a little bit and get the top layer off. Because yes.
Are are darker cars more susceptible to kind of these water spot issues?
Yeah, they are, because they're more unforgiving. I have a 55 Bel Air. It's black, but I put a little bit of pearl in it, or a little metallics,
Uh-huh.
so it hides a little bit. Because if not, like solid black, and so it's so unforgiving. It's beautiful, but just unforgiving.
It makes sense because even my countertop at home is black.
Yeah.
The granite. And
Yeah.
when you have the water spots on it, it's just
Yeah, you see it just glows off of it,
It might as well be neon.
Yeah.
So okay, more other questions. What is the difference between you and the guy painting cars out of his garage? Because we've seen that.
Yeah.
We've seen that, and sometimes far away it looks okay.
Yeah.
So tell me what's the
Well,
difference?
imagine the preparation. Like I had a Tesla that they just went and did in their garage, because the Tesla does the mechanics at home, at your house. They went and they left dirt marks, and then it made fish eyes where like all little dots in the paint. And I gotta sand all that down. Now, how am I gonna put a good paint on top of bad paint? It's gonna peel right up, And how are they painting in your garage anyways? You know what I mean? There's gonna be dust everywhere. We have a spray booth with ovens, downdraft, to suck the air out of there. So if not, they get overspray all over the stuff. A lot of times they just rattle can it. So there's scams.
Wait a minute. What's a rattle?
So they just spray paint it. They have in their van, where they help you. They have a bunch of different spray cans, and they just spray paint it for you.
Okay, so here's my question.
Yes.
Who would spend, I don't know, 140 grand for a Tesla, and then
She had
Like-
problems with other body shops, you know what I mean? So finally they referred her to me, you know what I mean? So I'm going to be taking care of her. But it's just tricky because that's how it is,
What it sounds like everything is in the preparation. It sounds like
Very important.
that's the important part of prepping these cars as opposed to just getting in there and spraying it.
Yeah, because remember now, before they had like metallics, now they're pearls. What are pearls? They're little tiny balls of plastic. Okay, so when the light hits, it reflects. So if it's not prepared right and it's not smooth, or if you left your scratch marks there, you know what I mean? It's all gonna suck into that, and then when the light hits it, you're gonna see it. You know, especially with these new light silvers, they're beautiful colors. But it's gotta be prepared right.
It's all in the preparation.
The clear coat's important too. You know what I mean? The top layer is very important too.
What's but tell me, because you know what you're talking about. What's a clear
usually
coat?
there's like a sealer, or they don't use etching primer anymore because it holds water.
Okay.
Then a primer, and then you do the paint, and then after that you do a clear coat on top.
Got it.
Yeah, and sometimes on the very bottom there's some body filler when there's a dent, and they repaired it.
Sure.
So all those layers, you know what I mean, they have to be layered correctly, you know what I mean? And if one layer is cutting through the other one, then you might get difference of lights, you know what I mean? Where if it's dark here and light here, when they paint it, you're going to get a different reflection, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So even the bottom needs to be close on these newer cars,
One more question.
Yes.
What is aftermarket? What is OEM? OEM them, and
Yeah,
what's the
original.
difference?
Okay, one's a Japanese or Korean replica. A lot of insurance companies are using it though, because remember, if your car is 8 years old and you get in a big accident, if not, they're gonna try to total it, you know. So what they do is instead of they're copycats. So you buy those from from a place in Korea, something they make it, and we use that. Usually they don't line up the best, but that's why you have me. So
That's why you have Cesar.
yeah, you know what I mean. I'm here to line it up and give it love, putting it in. Sometimes we don't have a choice, and then I'd rather sometimes use aftermarket before used. It just gets scary when you have a brand new car and you paid maybe $60,000 for your car.
Yeah.
And your insurance company, you have $1,000 deductible, and you sign that they can use aftermarket parts. If they make them, they're gonna use them. So that's the thing you have to watch out for. But I'll make it look pretty no matter what, So, original and Japanese.
I can personally endorse you because you did an amazing job. You did an amazing job on my husband's car.
Yeah.
It was rear-ended, and the paint I was worried because it's this funky blue color, and I was a little concerned. It looked like it came off the showroom. You did an amazing job. I personally can vouch for Body Shop 661. What is the best number to get a hold of you? Do you want us to go to the website? Where do you want us to go?
Phone number, email. The phone number at the shop is 661-251-2252. If not, you can always email me photos now with with Corona, we're doing everything virtually. It's Cesar, like Cesar, Cesar, at Body Shop, and then 661, like our area code, .com.
Body Shop 661. Where are you located?
I'm on Ruther behind Home Depot. I'm in the blue and white buildings. I'm in the center alley.
Fantastic.
It's always good that you call me first so you make sure I'm there,
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Call first. The website, I'm going to assume, is bodyshop661.com.
Yep.
There it is. It's as easy as that.
Yeah.
Body Shop 661. Cesar, always great seeing you. You doing well? How's the baby?
The baby's great, yeah.
The baby.
Yeah, she's getting big. She's turning 1 already.
Can you believe it?
It's crazy how fast time flies.
Well, because with the pandemic, I haven't seen you probably close to a year.
Yeah, it's been
right?
like a year, yeah.
So there you go. Well,
that's crazy.
Love to the family. Body Shop 661. You need some work done. That's where you go. Have a great one, Cesar.
Thank you.
98.1.